United in attack with the back three, the double sixes, the double tens, and the wing backs giving width, with the striker pinning the defense back. And then with the space being created between the defensive lines, then either the double tens or the wing backs can then run in behind and try to exploit that space. But the unfortunate thing, United were unable to use the space. They would also have sometimes Mazraoui, which is making the runs, but the double tens were too slow in running into those spaces. And what you'd end up finding is that the defenders themselves would just make forward runs and try to make things happen. And here is another very good way that United play. They will play the ball around the press, through the middle, but then Dogu is isolated on that other side. So then they had nothing to do. You see the same thing happening again. The ball is played wide, it gets switched to Dogu, but when it gets to him, no one is supporting him. Big problem. You have this situation, Højlund gets the ball in behind, but it just gets bullied off the ball. And now you also have this other situation where United tries to play the ball long, and when they get to the other box, there isn't enough movement in the box, and thus they do nothing. You have United playing the ball from the back, and they get to the front, but then again, this time around it was a good save by the goalkeeper. This is the one exception. So since Garnacho was not doing much, when they brought on Mainu, he was here to basically help United with keeping the ball and moving it forward. And we saw this with these passes that were being played, United sending a warning shot, but then they missed that shot. This was just before United played another long ball, and then from a second ball, Bruno gets the ball, plays it back post, and that's how they score their goal. In defense, they have a back five, but this varies a lot because sometimes you'll see that Dalo would step up to the winger who was playing in the half space, and that would mean Mazraoui would have to step up to the person who's playing on the right side. This would only be if the guy was at the risk or was in an opportunity to receive the ball. And whenever he wasn't receiving the ball, you'll see Dalo going back to his right wing back position. You'll also see the situation over and over again because you'll see Dalo telling Mazraoui, hey, now this guy is your problem because I have to go press this guy who is trying to give us more problems. And you continue to see these patterns over and over again of United in their press. They were very aggressive. They will just go 3v2 in their presses and they get opportunities. But as we have established, they would then miss their chances. It wasn't just Dalo who was stepping up, because you can also see here Euro moving all the way up into pressing. And then here United get beat, and now it's a counter to Lyon. But as you can see, United still have the security of 5 players behind the ball, which is the benefit of having so many defenders. You will see United having at some point 6 players in defense, but somehow Lyon would still find a way of crossing the ball. But fortunately for them, since they had a lot of people parking the bus, well, not really, but at the back, they were able to stop this. You also see this situation whereby Mazraoui actually does not wait for Dalo to step up, but he's the one who moves towards the defender, and they were stopping these overloads that Lyon tried to make very well. And Lyon was switching most of the times now to these long balls, and in that case Dalo would stay true and press the person in the half space and let Mazraoui deal with the winger. And even when they got behind, they couldn't score because they had so much pressure. Lyon, there is, if they try to go long, it's either they ended up going back or Mazraoui will win the ball. And this is another situation up front. United mega aggressive. They win the ball. Højlund has no confidence, he misses. And you have these 7v8s. I'm counting the keeper as the 8th player because United was very aggressive in their press, forcing Lyon to play long. And even if they did play around the press, United were very quick to recover and get the ball back. But then they were missing their chances. This is the free kick. This is Onana drinking United. That's all I can say. This is United again. They win the ball, they get a chance, but they don't know what to do with the ball. And once again, as you can see, they were blocking very well and making sure that Lyon were unable to play out from the back. And they would get the ball, but then don't know what to do with it. Really sad. Counter. United gets a counter. Garnacho misplaces a pass. Bruno is furious. They get another counter again. They get in a very good position. They lose the ball, but then they are very good at recovering the ball. And then here, they have another counter. But Garnacho is just offside. And in the goal that they conceded, for the first time, they were outnumbered in their own area. So there's someone outside the box who gets the ball and then they shoot, and as we've already discussed, Onana drinks them. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this.